Welcome all. Today I'm going to continue with the taxonomy of flowering plants. Inflorescence. Inflorescence is the arrangement of flowers on the stems of branches. Inflorescence is categorized on the basis of the arrangement of flowers on the main axis. It is known to be peduncle. So inflorescence is the arrangement of flowers on the stems or branches, and the inflorescence are categorized or it is grouped on the basis of its arrangement on the peduncle or main axis. Next we are going to learn about the kinds of inflorescence. The first type is racemose inflorescence. In racemose inflorescence, the main axis will continue to grow and the flowers are borne laterally in an acropetal manner or acropetal succession. The tip of the flower stalk continues to produce new flower buds during the growth. So, what do you mean by an acropetal succession? In acropetal succession, the younger flowers will be seen on the top and the older flowers will be seen on the base of the stalk region. Again, in racemose inflorescence, the flower stalk will continue to give rise to flower buds during its growth and the flowers will be arranged in an acropetal succession. That is, the younger flowers will be borne at the tip of the main axis and the older flowers will be seen on the base of the stalk. Examples of racemose inflorescence include Crotalaria, Caesalpinia pulchumeria. You can see that the younger flowers are borne on the top of the peduncle and the older flowers will be seen on the base portion. In Caesalpinia pulchumeria also the younger flowers are borne on the tip and the older flowers are seen to be on the bottom of the peduncle. Next example is Vanda. Vanda also you can see that the pedicel bears the flowers. As the pedicel bears the flowers, this type of inflorescence or this type of flowers are known to be pedicellate flowers. Other examples of racemose inflorescence are Mangifera indica, that is the local name is mango, Docus carota, local name is carrot, Cocos nucifera, that is local name is coconut tree, Oryza sativa, local name is paddy, Brassica nigra, the local name is black mustard, and Cassia fistula, local name is Indian laburnum. Next type of inflorescence is cymose inflorescence. In cymose inflorescence, the main axis will terminate to a flower and the main axis have limited growth. The flowers are borne on basipetal order. So we have learned that in racemose inflorescence, it is in acropetal order. So what is in basipetal order? Basipetal order or basipetal succession means the older flowers are present terminally and the younger ones will be seen on the bottom or base portion. The arrangement of flower is centrifugal. The flowers are arranged in centrifugal manner. So what is centrifugal? The type of arrangement in which the older flowers are present in the middle and the younger ones will be seen in the periphery. So the type of arrangement, that is centrifugal type of arrangement, means the older flowers will be present in the middle and the younger ones will be seen on the periphery. The cymose inflorescence means the main axis will terminate to give rise to a flower and the flowers are borne in basipetal order. Basipetal order means the older flowers is present terminally and the younger ones will be seen on the bottom or base portion. And the flowers are arranged in centrifugal manner. Centrifugal manner means the arrangement in which the older flowers will be present in the middle and the younger ones will be seen in the periphery region. Examples of cymose inflorescence are hibiscus. Hibiscus is a common simple example of cymose. Clerodendron. Okay, in clerodendron you can see that the older flowers is seen on the middle region and the younger flowers are seen on the peripheral region. Next example is Heliotropium. Other examples of cymose inflorescence are Hamelia patens, the local name is scarlet bush. Next is Jasminium officinale, the local name is jasmine. Nyctanthus, the local name is night flowering jasmine. Next is Calotropis, the local name is milkweed. Next is Nerium oleander, means the local name is Nerium. The Solanum tuberosum is the local name of potato. Next we are going to learn about the symmetry of flowers. Based on the symmetry, the flowers could be categorized into two, that is actinomorphic flower and zygomorphic flowers. In actinomorphic flower, simply actinomorphic means the flowers having radial symmetry. That means the flower if splitted into any longitudinal planes, or if you cut the flower in more than any of the longitudinal plane through the mid-axis, you will get several identical pieces which possess all the floral parts, including calyx, corolla, androecium and gynoecium. That is petals, sepal, androecium and gynoecium. Now what about zygomorphic flowers? Zygomorphic flowers are usually york shaped. Simply means they are bilateral in symmetry. That means if you cut the flower into two, you will get only a single plane or a single piece of flower will possess all the floral parts. Another piece won't possess all the floral parts. And you know that the floral parts includes androecium, gynoecium, petals and sepals. And one of the piece of flower would only possess all these floral parts and the other will lack any one or two of these floral parts. That's known to be zygomorphic flowers. Usually examples are Fabaceae family belonging flowers are zygomorphic. Means it could not be splitted into two equal halves. Okay, examples of Fabaceae flowers or Fabaceae flowers includes pea flowers. So the majorly two types of symmetry includes actinomorphic flowers and zygomorphic flowers. Example of actinomorphic flowers is given here. It's belong to Nymphea or Nymphea alba is an example, and zygomorphic flowers example is pea flower. Next is the classification of the flower based on the presence of its sexes, that is mainly bisexual flower and unisexual flowers are present based on the presence of the reproductive organs. In bisexual flower, both the reproductive organs, that is gynoecium and androecium. Gynoecium is otherwise known to be pistil. Androecium, which is the male reproductive organ, is otherwise known to be stamens. In bisexual flower, both the male and female reproductive parts will be present on the same flower. But in case of unisexual flower, either gynoecium or androecium is present in a single flower. That means there will be a male flower and there will be a female flower in case of unisexual flower. Examples of unisexual flower is papaya and examples of bisexual flower is datura. Examples of unisexual flowers includes Coccus nucifera, Coccinea indica, Momordica charantia, Lupha cylindrica, Psittolus vulgaris. Next is bisexual flowers. Bisexual flowers are the flowers which possess both the reproductive organs. Examples given are Nymphea alba, Annona squamosa, Ixora coccinea, Sida acuta. So we have learned about different symmetry of the flowers, different kinds of inflorescence, and the classification of the flowers based on its presence of the reproductive structures. Later on, we can learn more about the taxonomy. Thank you.